I'm on it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let me go.
We got me and Evelyn Toya B and Night Corte holding it down. This ain't scripted, it's real, it's raw conversations that hit deep.
Oh yeah, we shake the floor.
We got hot topics real like gems, spotlights on industry. Where truth begins, yeah, you know the deal. You tuned in, now catch the flame. Facebook, YouTube, they know the name.
You know the name. Now say it with us. I mean, I'm just saying podcast.
The views and opinions expressed when I'm just saying by the host or host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the channel. Furthermore, the views and the opinions on topics and segments by the host or host are those of their own.
Okay.
Hey y'all, hey, and welcome to another episode of I'm Just Saying. I'm your girl, Latoya B.
Mia F. Baby.
And I am Corte, the one and only.
Family, y'all already know the drill, okay? Please share this live. All right. Now, tonight's show, we are super excited as we are each and every week. But yeah, we gonna talk about it, and we are. Yes. So before we get started, I'm gonna check in on my co-host just to see how everybody's feeling, how they been. Y'all good? Y'all straight? How y'all doing, Corte?
I am doing very, very, very amazing. I'm doing better, a whole lot better. A lot of things transpired these last few days, few weeks, and I'm kind of excited where things are going. There was two things that I was kind of stuck in a very, very, very deep bind with, and Toya, I want to give you a shout out. I know a lot of people do a lot of things for me when I ask, but the two things that I was very, very, very deep in a rut about, you came through for me, and I just want to play something for you, okay?
Okay. What?
Yo, I don't ask you for a lot, but whenever I do, you show up. So thank you for that, because there's not a lot of people on that list. There's not a lot of people I would ask for help. So thank you. I don't know if that makes sense. Lovely.
So yeah, I just want to take a moment and say thank you for because you know what you have done. I don't want to put it out there because it is a kind of personal situation, and if it wasn't for you, these past 2 weeks was gonna be hell. And as of today, I have pushed through, and I'm 100%. And yeah, you did that for me, so I thank you. And I want to just tell it publicly that these past 2 weeks, what I came through was because of you. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm so mad because my laptop broke the week before last, and the video was choppy, so I'm gonna have to go watch the playback. You know what I'm saying? But I know that you were saying you're thanking me, and love you too. Yes. Mia, tell him don't start that crying.
No, look, if it would have been me, y'all, I would have been.
Yes.
What about you? What about you, Mia? How was your day, your week, your weekend?
It was actually very productive. I am aiding a new project called Christmas Day-ish. And we did casting calls this weekend for it, and I was super excited. So there's a picture. Shout out to Mr. James and Mr. Rock. I know they both tell me don't call him Mr., but that's the Southern girl. However, shout out to them, because when I tell you they poured into me, they gave me so many gems, so much knowledge, and I learned I'm so thankful to be working with them. I have something brewing on my end, and Rock came in and he flipped, and like he's really really good in that area, and he shout out to him for giving me those gems, and both of them for entrusting me. And yeah, like I had a really productive weekend. I also graduated from improv, so I am officially done with my improv. I did all 5 levels. I had my graduation. I'm super excited about that. There's something that I want to do. Like I am an improv girly now. Like I love improv. Just like how Toya feels about theater and Cortez feels about theater, that's how I feel about improv. Like I love improv. Thank you. So yeah, that is something that I have in the works. So y'all stay tuned because something gonna come of it.
Okay.
But
And it is. And it is. Okay. So congratulations, sis.
you.
Oh, yes. And hey, you okay? Okay, well, let me call you back. I'm on a podcast. Okay, love you. Bye. That was my daughter. So I just, sorry, I had to make sure because listen, family come first, okay? Yeah. Yeah, so podcasts know. They know we is unorthodox over here. Okay.
Maybe.
All right. Yeah. So first of all, let me start off by saying today is a very special day. Your girl is a super G. Y'all already know that I'm a grandmother of 2. Okay. Super G, that stands for super grandma. And today it's my baby grandson's birthday. He turned 2. His name is Kyson. Yes, that's Kyson right there. Look at him so handsome. Yes. Hey.
Birthday to you.
Yeah. Hey.
I wanna say happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
I wanna say happy birthday to you.
Yes, Kyson, I love me some him. I'm super excited. Next weekend, I'll be going down to Oklahoma to celebrate his birthday. And yes, so that is that. The last couple of days, I had a great weekend, or the last couple of days as well. Shout out to my girl Danya. It was her birthday over the weekend. We hung out, me and Danya and my cousin Shonda, my favorite cousin in the entire world. Here's a picture of us hanging out. And yes, we had a great time. They went to the rodeo. I was stuck in traffic, but I made it to the after party, and we had a great time. And so yes, that was them there. So shout out to my girl Danya on her birthday. And then I also did something, y'all. Mia Corte, y'all, we are going to have to go. Okay, it's called R&B Bingo. All right. Okay. Yes, I just have a really quick video because your girl was in there turned up. Okay, play that video, Corte. Yes. Baby, it's the whole vibe.
Y'all know the words? Y'all gonna sing it?
Yeah.
Somebody sing that song.
You may be young, but I'm ready.
You better sing it to that microphone.
Baby, she sung it to her marker.
I'm gonna let you borrow my microphone next time.
Oh, she's stuck.
Our friend, I love her so much, but her technical difficulties be difficult.
I think she's stuck.
Y'all laptop messed up last week.
Okay, there she go.
Have a technical difficulty.
There she go. She back.
I don't have time. No, you know what? I don't have time.
She all for that phone. That's what she finna do.
Before we jump into this next segment, y'all, I'm about to just switch gears real quick because I ain't got time. I'm serious. Y'all know my laptop messed up last week.
Okay, she's back with the screen. Okay. With the screen. Okay.
Oh shit.
I got you.
What
Thank
happened?
you. You got it? You got it off?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, sorry about that. Cause listen, I don't have time because my laptop messed up, y'all. I was so happy I finally got a laptop, then I broke it. But anyways, but yeah, we're gonna have to go to R&B bingo, y'all. Y'all saw, you know, you girls in there singing a tune.
No. You wasn't singing. You wasn't singing or a tune. You
There's
wasn't doing
always one. There's
no,
always one. It's okay.
I'm
Um,
no.
gonna vibe with you. You better sing.
Listen, listen. Y'all saw that smile. He was smiling. I was smiling. It was good. But yeah, it was a whole vibe in there, y'all. So we have to go. That's on Thursdays over in Richardson. It was a whole
Okay.
situation. So we have to go check it out. So that's what I did. I just celebrated birthdays and hung out, and it was just really good. I needed that. So but we're gonna go ahead and jump into our first segment on tonight. Okay. Daily Dilemma by my girl Mia.
It's the daily dilemma. Ha, 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 ha. What would you do? Ha, ha, ha,
Okay. So, lately I've been talking about love and all these different types of love. Today I'm going to switch gears and I want to talk about a different kind of relationship. I want to talk about a friendship.
Okay.
Recently it was brought to me that these two people were friends, and one friend found out a secret or about another person's past. Their friend, their good friend's past, and they were like, I don't know if I can continue to be this person's friend after finding this out. So my question to you is, if you're harboring a deep dark secret or whatever, do you tell your friend before y'all get super close? Also, what are some things that are off limits to telling your friends? Because I get you may not tell your friends everything, but if you feel like it's detrimental to your relationship, would you tell this person? And how soon would you tell somebody that you're becoming friends with?
Um, well, I will go on the record. Um, that I do have some very, very deep, dark secrets about myself that I have not shared with none of my friends.
Hmm.
Um, and I have been friends with some people for 20 years, and they still don't even know. I'm friends with y'all, and y'all don't even know, and everybody know how close me and Toya is and stuff like that. So I think it depends on how you feel about telling somebody that. Um, and the reason why I haven't said anything about mine, this is just me personally, is because I need to watch this person's actions, how they react to certain things, how they think and stuff like that. Therefore, I know if I'll be okay with telling them, like if I tell them like, oh, okay, well, this person feel this way, so I'm cool with telling them this, and they won't judge me for it because I have watched them throughout the years I've been knowing them. Um, some things I feel like you can't never tell because if it's the past and it's something you let go, I would say it shouldn't be brought back up because it's in the past. You over it. It doesn't define who you are today. Let it go. Let it go. Now, if it's something you can't deal with, you won't know until that person tell you. So you really can't, you know, fault that person and don't even try to assume what the issue is or what the secret is. There are secrets for a reason.
Right.
Um, um, yeah, yeah. That's all I can say on it.
Okay. Now my question is also like, now if it's something about you personally that's totally, of course you keep that to yourself. However, if you feel that this may, after knowing this person for however many seasons, you feel that if I tell this person this secret, they may no longer want to be my friend. Would you harbor it that way? Like, oh, I feel guilty for whatever reason. Or would you tell this person that knowing that it may or may not risk your relationship. Like now I get, oh, you're dealing with this, so I'm not telling anybody. But would you keep something from a friend because you feel like it may end your friendship?
Again, I think it depends on what it is. Why I say I have to get to know you a lot more, and that may take some years to feel, because you all know how deep your secret is.
Mm-hmm.
So if that person don't know, they really can't feel away by not knowing, everything about you, because you won't never know everything about somebody.
Right, I agree.
You never will. You never will. Um, it is up to me to decide if I want to continue a friendship with you. But it's a conversation that has to be, like Toya always say, effective communicating.
Well,
So
that's what I'm saying. I totally understand that. That's what I'm saying. If you feel like this may end our friendship, would you tell that person?
mm,
Or would you be like, you know what? I'm gonna keep it.
I won't. I won't based on the actions of what I learned about that person throughout the year. So if I know that person is so against this and they won't even give me the chance to explain or whatever, or to understand, then no, I won't tell that person.
Okay.
It's a secret for a reason. So you can't fault me for not telling you 100% of everything in my life.
Right.
So yeah, Toy, what you think?
What was the question?
So the question is, if you have a friend, you have a close friend, and there is a secret that you feel like if you told this friend it would end your friendship, would you tell them?
Um, if I felt like it would end our friendship, there's is two things to me with that.
Mhm.
If it's something that would affect them that has to do with them more or less or whatever, that's regardless if it'll end the friendship or not, then I still will have to have that conversation because it is something, if it's something that's connected to them and I need to tell them and I've been knowing and I'm holding it and I never told them, that I have to figure out a way to share that, even if it means ending the friendship because I value friendship. And if it ends, I'm still ending being solid enough that I figured out a way to tell you, right? However, if it's a secret about me, something that's personal or something that maybe my friend will want to know this about me, just in a general sense of being my friend, if they would just still want to know. Um, and if I feel like it would end our friendship, I probably will hold that because I do have some take it to the grave secrets.
Yeah.
Okay. And so yeah, it depends on if it depends on that level of the secret, right? Because like Corte say, it's a secret for a reason, and I am going to determine if I share it based on if it's going to be, if it's my personal thing and I'm
Right.
just letting you know, or if it's something that affects you, I have to figure out a way to tell you. Period.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. What about you, Neil?
Um, it definitely, if I feel like it would, like you said, it all depends on what the secret is. If it's something that affects you, most definitely I have to tell you. I'm gonna cry while I'm telling you because I know this may be our last conversation. However, it's something I have to tell you. If it's something that affects me and solely me, but it may, uh, sometimes they say birds of a feather flock
Mhm.
together. You know what I'm saying? And there everyone else may possibly know, but you don't know. And I don't want you looking a kind of way. They're like, oh, you hang with that person because they such and such and such and such. That'd be something I would let them know if it would affect the way that they're perceived. Now, if it's something with me and only me and it won't affect anyone else, I may not tell you. And I say all that to say, even with so there is another friend girl of mine. And she'll be okay with me telling this story because she's told the story. I wish she would tell it more openly. But anyway, at the age of 13, her mom's boyfriend tried to rape and kill her. Maybe I shouldn't have said those words, but he tried to unalive her and grape her. Yeah.
Mhm.
And so he went to prison, all that, got out. And she ended up meeting a guy, and she was like, "Oh, such and such." He was like, he was like, "Oh, such and such." She was like, "Yeah, he tried to kill me." He was like, "No, he didn't. Man, he cool. He this. Man, now." And he's being friends with this guy, not knowing that this guy had been to prison for trying to do this. And he was like, "Oh my gosh." You know what I'm saying? That didn't necessarily affect him, but he was like, I wouldn't be friends with someone that did this to another person. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, of course, he don't. I said, when I had the conversation with the guy, he was like, he never told me. I was like, you think he gonna come to you and be like, hey, I went to the pen for doing this, that, the third? And he was like, no, but he seems so cool. And so that's the reason I would ask, like, would you tell somebody a deep, because of course that's one of his deep dark secrets, even though you can Google it and look it up. If they knew that you were this type of person, he was like, I'm never going to talk to him again. After that, he ended up Googling him and seeing that, he did this to this lady and, whatever. But after he Googled him, he was like, nah, I can't be cool with him. Because he did that to multiple women. But after he got out of prison, he ain't told nobody. And people didn't know.
But see, there is a such thing of people being, I'm not trying to discredit, any type of crime or whatever that happened, but depending on how many years ago it was, and if that person is a changed person and stuff like that, and if you have an understanding on what that situation was, then why would you fault that person for something like that? Now, if it was something that person still,
he tried to unalive somebody.
But no, I'm not. I'm just speaking in general. I'm speaking in that situation. Then that'd be different from somebody who changed. You get what I'm saying? Because people do change. People do.
I agree.
As said, people have something that would take to the grave. But with me not knowing that of Toya, and if she do finally tell me, I would get an understanding, and I won't even hold it against her because, from what I know of Toya all these years, I really can't hold that against her. You get what I'm saying? But if she still does those, if she still have a little bit of those things on her, then I'm like, now it makes sense why you do this, this, and this.
Have what residue of what?
No, because me, you, I mean, I'm cool with both of y'all, but me, you are super, super close out of you and me. So I'm just using you as an example because we do have a very long history. That's what I'm saying. So no, I won't be able to. We would have to have that understanding of whatever our secrets are with each other when we do talk about it. Now, is it her job or my job to go and tell it to somebody else? Hell no. Hell no, because if I'm going to a friend to have a conversation about myself to my friend, then it's not my friend's job to go and tell the whole world. Now it's like that's a whole new low for spreading that to everybody else when I finally got the courage to tell you that deep dark secret that
no, that's not okay.
So yeah. That's my take on it.
I think I think when it comes to secrets and anything in that realm of life, I'm gonna use Corte for an example. So Corte already admitted that there's something about him that I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that thing is, I would be Corte. If you ever shared that with me, I would be a little bit more concerned about why it took you so long to share it than what the actual secret is, because I'm a safe space. I'm a non-judgmental friend. And so I would be more concerned about, oh my God, even no matter what level it is, I would be like, what? Why you? Because it would bother me more that you felt like you wasn't ready or comfortable to share it more so than what it is. But I also understand that, not everything is comfortable sharing, right? But as a friend, I would feel like, why didn't I make the friendship that's safe for you to just
Mhm,
share something so important to you, to me, if
mhm.
you know what I'm saying. And that would be
Yeah.
more of my focus, like, oh man, I would love you through it, whatever. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? But at the same time, I would be like, I wonder what made you, okay. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Um, yeah, so that's how it is, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I be telling on myself and stuff. So
Of course, I don't
yeah.
tell everybody everything, but there are
I
certain
mean,
things that are a hard no for me to be your friend. So if I do find out certain things about you, if you do tell me certain things about, I'll be like, you know what? I can love you from over there, but I can't hang out with you. Like there are certain type of people I can't hang out with because of my beliefs, because of, you know what I'm saying, my morals. There are certain type of people that me personally, can't hang out with. If I find out you're doing, or you indulge in certain things that, hell, the most minor thing, I can't hang out with a deadbeat. If you're a deadbeat dad or a deadbeat mom, I can't be your friend. I can love you from afar, but I can't be your friend with you being a deadbeat parent. That don't mean
Gotcha.
I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? That's just, and that's like a surface level thing. There are other things, but that's a minor thing. You got kids and you don't take care of your kids. I can't be your friend.
It's just like it goes back to, for a long time I never understood why it take years for rape victims to finally come out and say
Oh,
that
it's
it happened to them. But then when you're faced with it, it's like, now you understand why it takes so long for for people to say stuff.
yeah.
So it's just one of the things to where it's like, uh I think you should have to I think you have to forgive the person, forgive yourself, understand yourself, get through it, talk it out, go through the therapy, counseling and stuff in order for you to be able to talk about it comfortably
Hmm.
with whoever you want to share with. It's just a lot of steps depending on how deep it is.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's what I
Then
think.
people victim blame. Oh, she was fast. She was 11. She was 12. You were 40. She wasn't fast. You're not okay. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, she was fast.
If she was
Or
fast,
he
if
was
she was
fast.
fast, you better
He,
up.
he was managed. They'll say he was managed. He was a kid. You were a grown woman. Like, I don't care. Or I didn't like what they wore. It don't matter.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's all I got to say about that.
okay. Alrighty, y'all. So we're going to keep this train moving. And Mia, Cortave, y'all have secrets y'all want to share with your girl? Holla at me after the show.
But I tell
We
nobody
can,
but God. Some things only God can
you know
know
what
about.
I'm saying? Listen, I just said take it to the great moments, okay? So yeah, so family, we're gonna go ahead and jump into our next segment on tonight. I mean, we in these streets.
We talking real, no sugar, no sweet, no sweet. True from the bottom, straight from the street. Hot takes hit while the headlines heat. I mean, we in these streets, yeah.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. Why we do that after
I don't
every?
I
want
don't,
to do
because
a
it's just so
karate chop.
catchy. I don't know. It
I just
just
want
got
to
that little
karate chop somebody.
yes, yes. Speaking of karate chop, okay.
Uh-uh.
All right, so family,
Uh-huh.
listen. Let me just start off by saying this. I do want to address something that actually took place on today in these streets, in these independent streets. And some of you may know, some of you may not. Okay. But let me just start off by saying this. I do have permission from my good friends Corey and Shakana Espy, okay, to speak on this situation regarding them. All right. So let's be clear. Don't come for me. um, but I did, I value their friendship, and I did get permission with them because this situation that I saw on the good book, it does, have to do with them. And I wanted to make sure that it was okay to speak about it, for a couple of reasons. For one, because I have history, and I know firsthand the situation at hand. And then secondly, um I know other people who has also dealt with some similar situations, that I can speak on that as well. So I just want to say, like, in any profession or any kind of line of work or any kind of community, um reputation is one of those things that is the most important to all mankind, right? I think
Yep.
we all value our reputation and want to protect it at all costs, no matter what, right?
Mhm.
But unfortunately, when you have misinformation, assumptions, half truths, and just blatantly lies, um things can spread quickly, right?
Yep. Yep.
It spread quicker than the truth. It spreads quicker than facts, right?
Yep.
People love to gossip and all of the things or whatever. So we're not, but what happens is the truth, before it's verified or understood, people just start talking and running with it. And before you know it, the narrative is switched up. And now you have to try to do damage control, right?
Yes.
So that's
Yep.
kind of what happened on today. We all know that words, they carry weight, and anytime you repeat a rumor, it ultimately can harm a group of people, a team, a family, organization, business, all of the things. We know this, right?
Yes. Yep.
um the thing is, when it comes to these particular people involved in this situation, one may say, oh, you're just being biased, Toya, because you cool with SB. You're cool with the individual that was talked about, that the lies were spread about, and all of that. Have I ever in life gossiped about a situation that I thought was truthful with someone? Absolutely. I'm thinking that what I read or what I saw had some kind of truth to it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? We all would be lying if we say that we haven't saw something on a book and thought some parts of it must be true, right?
Right.
But when we try to protect people's, reputation, it's not about taking sides. Okay, it's about maintaining integrity, and fairness until the facts are found out. Now, there was a post that was put on the book, and if you could post that up, Corte, I would like to address it. That was pertaining, Corey,
Okay.
and it says, y'all be loud about the smallest things in this industry, but y'all get real quiet when it comes to predators and sex offenders that is in this industry, just because you don't want to face the truth. Don't sit up talking about other people's lives while you're standing right next to that kind of behavior. I'm calling it out. Period. Now, this was a post that was on the book that was referring to someone being in the industry that is a sex predator, whatever. And the post clearly says, I'm calling it out, but no names was dropped. Okay.
Right.
So that's not calling it out. But anyway, um, my thing is that I guess, people conversate and gossip and all the things. And it got back
Uh,
to SB. The post was referring to SB. Okay.
Mhm.
And if you know this individual, it's kind of like anybody in life. If you know them and then you hear something, back to your point, Mia, it was interesting that you even brought that up, talking about secrets and all the things, is because um, SB has a past, right? And if you know him, then you already know that he has a past and you know the details of it, right?
Right.
But if you are hearing bits and pieces of it, you may take it and run with it and add your own narrative to it. And it can make people look at him or any other individual in that circumstance a certain way. And that's what her name is Brianna Wilson. For those of y'all who don't know, that's what she did. She tried to plant seeds. So she's going around and putting this false information, or I won't say false because some things did happen,
Right.
but there's information on it that is very intricate that you need to know to understand the circumstance. And so SB just did a interview on toxic masculinity. That's the name of the podcast. Toxic is the new masculinity. And he's actually talking about his case when he was 19 and the things that happened and transpired. Just to give you a quick thing, you can go check it out for yourself because he dropped it on his page. You can go
Yeah.
listen to it. And he actually encouraged you, hey, follow up with me if you have any questions, right? So what we
Hmm.
do is we take this, the word that was thrown around was sex offender, molester, as y'all saw in the post. That's a strong accusation to put on someone if you don't know what's going on with the situation which
Right.
occurred, right? So
Right.
SB goes on. I listened to some of it, and SB goes on to explain that um, in high school, freshmen are what, 14, 15 years old, 13, 14, 15 years old coming into freshmen. Seniors are like what, 18, legal age. He was in college dating someone in high school. Seems pretty normal, right?
Hmm.
Legally, it's not. But it culturally, just in life, it is not abnormal for someone to date someone, in college and date someone still in high school, right?
Right.
And so if things get pushed, and I'm getting to my point, but I had to, set it up so you guys can give me your full perspective on it, okay? Because this is a
Mhm.
very sensitive subject, and I don't want to, rush through it. I want to get y'all's wholehearted
Yeah.
opinion on it, okay?
Hmm.
So basically, what it boils down to is the wording on it. Whenever, there was a time when statutory rape was the title, when two kids, in high school, say it's a senior with a freshman, statutory rape, right?
It has to be at
Uh-huh.
They
least
cha-
4 years.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
It has to be at least four. He has to be at least he or she has to be at least 4 years older than that person.
Okay. Which, in my opinion, doesn't really make sense because freshmen go to school with seniors all day, right? So that's
Hmm.
pretty normal. That's not anything too crazy. Even whenever you have, someone in high school or at college, they'll come back and go to the prom, for the person that they're dating. Typical stuff. But there's this thing called Romeo and Juliet law, standard, or something of that nature, right? That basically states if you have already been involved with each other and then you age out or whatever, you're kind of,
You won't go to jail.
you won't go to jail because you already were previously connected.
Mhm.
Uh,
But
okay.
yeah, so if you just age out because now he's gone to college and you're still in high school, but you were together in high school, it's not that deep. It becomes deep when you're just simply a freshman in or any level in college and you date someone in high school because of your age. If the
Yeah.
parent don't like you, let's talk about the parent simply not liking you. Let's talk about you're mad at your person and you can call the police. And because of the age difference in that circumstance, it could turn really ugly. And that's what
Yeah.
happened in SB's case. You have to know a person, because I think that people have the residue. People can change, absolutely. God can deliver and change anybody, but there's also a residue that kind of come with that. And if you know said individual, he is so not nowhere near the spectrum of force. His personality is big and all of those things. But my personal interaction with said individual has never been anything of that sort. So to see a post labeling someone I call my friend in that manner without knowing the details because you're pissed off or you're mad or whatever the case is, I think is so sad that you take that narrative boldly. And if you have productions that you are working on and you are busy and you have all these things going on, why do you have time to bash someone? It's a lot of negativity coming from the person who owns that post who said it. SB mentioned this in his live, okay? So Corte, Mia, I know you guys know SB. I just want
Yeah.
to know, for one, if you heard anything about the situation. It did just occur today. And what are your thoughts whenever there was people in the comments saying, don't give it energy, let it go, or whatever. But it's different when it's at your front door. You can't tell me don't protect my reputation even though I'm not saying that SB feels like he's on the same level as Brianna, like he have to address it. It's just that what would you do if someone's trying to taint your reputation without knowing all the facts? How would you feel about that?
I would just gonna say the first issue was making a post instead of going to the person that you know. It's not like this somebody you don't know or never fooled with, been in the same room with, whatever like that. You should have went to that person to get an understanding and, like you said, to get all the facts. Because throwing stuff out like that so freely can make shit go a whole different direction, which what happened. Um, and people look for trigger words when you do certain things. And there was some trigger words in there. They didn't care about all that other stuff that was written. They just saw those few words and ran with it. Oh my God, did you know this? First of all, come to me about me
Yes.
and get an understanding on what actually happened. Therefore, you can understand why I'm still able to walk around here free. Because some people are still in jail to this day for stuff like that. But you have to get all the facts straight. That's the first thing. What was the second one? What's the rest of the question?
How would you feel if it was, when people say, there's a lot of people encouraging him to get off the live or don't address it because
That
him
part.
and his wife actually, they both, and if y'all know anything about Shekinah, the
Oh my God.
sweetest person on this side of heaven,
Yeah, that
don't,
surprised me.
huh?
I said that surprised me. She said the S word. I said, oh,
Well, it didn't surprise me because when you come at my husband, okay, you know what I'm saying? Hey, so listen. So I'm so glad to see her speak up because I know that she loved that man down. You understand? And that just goes to show you that how false of a narrative that it has been painted about her husband, that someone who doesn't even involve herself in the things, she's supportive in the background. She had to come to the forefront, further let you know what I'm saying? You didn't went too far.
And what happens with that is now not only would they look at Corey about a situation, they will
Ex-
also look at her and be like, well, why would you even marry him? No,
ex-
first of all, you don't know how much I know about this. Like she said on her live, I mean on the live.
Day
She
two.
got a full story.
Day
And she
two.
kept going forward because she understood the facts that was laid down. Um, um, yes, I would have went live because the thing about it is, it's one thing to put out what I did. It's another thing to put out what I did and put your own spin on it to make it something else that it's not. So now it's time for me to jump up out my seat and address it. Because first of all, what you're not gonna do is mess up my brand. Thinking you throwing dirt on me that people are, like he said, people already knew about this. The people that really care that matter already knew about it and they got the full story. But what you're not gonna do is spread it even further because everybody that she know is not in our industry or close to him, and they're gonna believe her first. So I'm
Yeah.
saying, so it's one of those things to where you have to be careful with how you say things because if Corey was that person, which I know Shekinah is, this could go to a whole nother level to where legal stuff get involved because now you defaming my character, spreading false information this deep. So yeah, man, what you think?
First, before I say anything, I sent you a message for what Kendra actually posted. I mean, a comment. She went under there. Did you see that,
Oh,
Cortez?
I saw it. I had to go and upload
I can
it.
read it. Um,
Okay.
She said, y'all are watching stories and running to my page trying to connect dots, but my post was never about just one person. The fact that y'all are jumping to conclusions says more than anything. If it don't apply, let it fly. So she never said Corey Edsby did this. Now Brianna went under that and made a post, and I don't even think Brianna said his name. However, I will say this: I know Corey. Me and him are cool. Is he a registered sex offender? Yes, he's on the registry. Y'all can Google it. Y'all can look it up. So her saying that he was and if you Google it, it'll say he was messing with a minor at the age of 14. I believe he was 19. And the Romeo and Juliet law does not apply to that. That's the reason he went to prison. If you were messing before you were overage, because if he was, then he was 8. He had to be 17, and she was 11. If he was 18, she would be 12. I mean 13. Since he was 19 and she was 14, that even when he was 17, she would have been way too young. So that Romeo and Juliet, you don't go to prison for that. So that does not apply to that. Um, I was not there. I was not a part of it. All I know is that because he came to me and he told me that he was on the registry. I didn't hear from nobody else. I will tell you, I was at his house. I was filming T Tuesday, and I don't know how it came about, but he opened that up to me and said, "Hey, I'm on the registry," and he explained to me why he was on the registry. And I asked my questions because as soon as I heard that, my ears perked up because I'm in the room with you by yourself. Ain't nobody else there. I'm going to ask questions, and I did, and he answered them freely. So I would say go to him and ask your, if you have questions or if you cool with him enough to ask those questions or whatever, however it feels, ask him. And he said even on his live that he will explain it. Now, I don't know him back then. I know him today. Can people change? Yes. I know as a mother, I teach my son. I have a 20-year-old son. And I remember when he was 18 years old and 15-year-olds were trying to talk to him. And I was like, no, like, hey, I don't want this. So these are conversations that I have with my son as a mother. I don't know the conversations or his lifestyle or his upbringing or how things went. All I know, I'm cool with him. And I don't, that's it. I have never read the transcript. I asked him questions. He answered my questions. I'm still cool with him. His wife, he told her, she answered his questions. You know, if she had questions, she took it to his dad. If they're happy, hey, I'm not living their lifestyle. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't read the court transcripts. So I don't know how it went on, whatever. I've never talked to the other party. And it will never say her name since she's underage. Now he might be like, oh, it's such and such, and I can Google her. But though like court transcripts will never say her name because she is underage. Now it's on you guys to, hey, this is somebody I want to be cool with. Cool. If it's something you can't deal with, well, that's fine too. However, have that conversation. Now, I do know that Kendra, when she spoke on it, it may trigger her a little differently because she is a rape victim or a rape survivor, not a victim. She is a rape survivor. She didn't say that that was for Corey, and then she also made a post saying that it was not for just one in particular person. All y'all know, or a lot of people know his background, so that's the reason why.
Okay, so hold on. How can you say that she's not talking? I don't give a damn if Kendra didn't put Corey's name in it specifically. The circumstance of you saying that she's a rape victim,
She
and
is.
because that is his background,
Is he the
further
only
lets you,
rape out here though?
huh?
Is he the only rape
No, no,
or
no, 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 no. This is what I'm saying. It
uh-huh.
further lets you know she's talking about him as well. She may not be singling him out, but she's
Mhm.
talking about him because his background has that on it. And if she's a victim or, you know, a survival of that or whatever, and she's saying in general, what do you mean on set? Who, like,
We don't know. That's what I'm saying. It may be other people we don't
but it
know.
may, but we know we don't know who the other people may be, but we know for a fact Corey has dealt with this issue. And I personally, you know, for those of y'all, I dealt with Corey, and my experience may not be the next person's experience. So I can't speak for all the things, but for some reason, it seems like me and his current wife has the same story. She didn't marry him. because she felt her parents didn't allow her to marry this man because they felt like it was threatened or it was some false narratives to it or any of the things, right? And
Mhm.
back when, in the day, there was no residue there to implement that I felt any kind of way at any time. And all I'm saying is, when you talk about people can change from what? I don't feel like in this particular situation that the only thing that, in my opinion, and we all are entitled to our own opinion, right? But the
Mhm.
only thing I feel like that is it's unfortunate that you can go to school with people who's underage. You can be a senior and you can be 18. This, forget the fact that it happened when he was in college. You can be a senior in high school right here today and you're already 18 and you're dating a freshman. That is not abnormal.
It's
Mhm.
not.
But if that freshman feels any kind of way, or the parents of the freshman is 14 and they feel any kind of way about the boyfriend, they can push that issue and it
Sure.
becomes an issue.
Yep.
And
When
and
it's
so,
what it was in the beginning.
period. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to pretend that the system, as a black man, now I'm not talking about the ones who are victims who have dealt, because I am a victim. Okay, so I understand it firsthand, and because I am a victim, I'm very sensitive to it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I'm so quick to jump on a victim's side because I'm a victim. But at the same time, because I'm a victim, I I'm sensitive to that kind of spirit, and it doesn't dwell with SB. That's all I want to go on record and say, as well as for Brianna or Kendra or whomever. You can't tell people what to post on their page, sure. But when you put a narrative out there and it gets back, and Brianna doing whatever she's doing. She was on SB's live chiming in saying that he's a liar, and she steady was calling him names. And, that's a keyboard, killer, because ain't gonna bust a grape. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just talking about the reputation of a person. See, what she thought was a lot of people didn't know, but he's very public about it. He
He
just
told
did a
me.
podcast talking about it. So this
That's
is
it.
not a secret that she thought that she was letting everybody in know. You know what I'm saying? The people who know, who need to know the details of it, knows, and everybody else just fall in line. The man, if you know Corey, he's an open book, and you can go talk to him just like
Sure.
you did, Mia.
Yeah. No, I did. When he told me, he was like, "Hey, I'm on the registry." And what? What you mean you on the registry? Let's sit down. We stopped everything. Cut the camera. Cut the camera. Let's talk. Because if I
But
hear you are on that registry, and he sat down with me and he told me everything. I didn't read no papers or nothing, but that is a conversation that we had. And as soon as he said I'm on the registry, I want to know what happened. What do you
but
mean?
can you even just give credit where credit is due? Who go around saying that?
That's what I said.
So
No,
that
That,
so
that's what
that,
owners,
I told him. Now that, but the only thing I corrected was it's not Romeo and Juliet. He was 19, she was 14.
right? That's
We
right.
weren't there. I don't know. I wasn't there. And of course, he told me his version of the story. I didn't Google him and look up the court doc because that's our public record. If you want to know so badly, you can
Exactly.
literally
So
Google and
so
look up the
so
court documents.
So what do you need to do? I mean, I'm not saying for anybody who's out there who feel that they need to do research, because not everybody just takes one side, right? Then
Yeah.
it's out there. It's not like it's a secret. But I do see his wife is chiming in, and let's get some of these comments read.
let me,
Um,
I'm gonna go back. Let me go back to where it started. Right here.
No, he is definitely chiming in. And you stand by your man. You better.
So,
All right.
so,
okay.
so
Emily says the people at the root of it will never be elevated beyond their level. Facts. um, Shekinah, now this is Corey's wife. She says, defamation of character. Trust, we are doing what we need to do. I stand 10 toes down for mine. I got plenty of lawyers in my corner. Please forget, or people forget, I work for a firm. Oh, okay. Knowledge. She also says both of her parents are preachers and her dad is a veteran. Corey made sure that he explained his background to them. So why would they let me move forward and say I do to someone who is that they didn't trust her being with, which is a perfect example. They threw threw a rock and hit their hand. Absolutely, Ty Ford. Shekinah also says that she's a domestic abuse survivor. She was pushed out of a moving car and beat by her abuser. She also was raped by a so-called friend when she was 19. She married him because she loved and trusted him, and not because of his background. Wow, that's heavy. Emily says they are the first to throw shade in all the passive aggressive posts, but the second you confront them, then they recall and play innocent, never meant anything toward anyone, etc. Period. It got me stuttering. Hell. Ty says, if you make a post or share a post from someone talking about someone, you're talking about them. We love not standing on our shade. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Mindful of what I am so mindful of what I post.
Yes, or
Um,
share, or comment under. But go ahead.
yes.
Now I did need to looking eyes because I wanted to keep following that post. I'm gonna tell you, I put my looking eyes under that post because I wanted to read all the comments. That's what I did.
Looking eyes is different than it is sharing
No,
and making
I
it
didn't
your
share
opinion,
that, but I
right?
did. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you. They're like,
People
man,
put periods and people put looking eyes. So that's just what it.
just in case it come back. I put
Yes.
my
Shekinah also says preach. He's been very open about it. Those are just now following, or those are just
finding
now
out.
finding out, or
Yeah.
obviously people who are irrelevant in our lives and serve no purpose. Absolutely. Like I said earlier, the people who know that is important in his life, they already know. You know what I'm saying? And so it doesn't matter. It's so unfortunate that what's so funny to me is the fact that I know people who done stuff for real that is heavy, just as heavy of a topic or even heavier, and don't want to talk about it for real. This man done been on a damn podcast and then posted it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And I'm just saying that this is not, and even that podcast that SB was on, the toxic is the new masculinity. That's not the first time that he's publicly shared his story.
That's right.
This is
I mean, honestly, I would advise if you're that invested, if you want to know, hey, I want to continue to hang out with this person or I don't, Google it. Read the transcripts. That way you know you ain't gotta take Corey word on it because anybody can say anything. A lie ain't nothing for somebody to tell. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just saying if you are that invested or if you care that much, Google it, read the transcript, and make your own
But you know what?
judgment.
Here's what I'm so sick of, especially when it comes to RKP. Okay, here's what I am so sick of. Yeah, no, don't do the big eyes. Okay,
I did. I need to put my
here's what I'm sick of when it comes to RKP. From what I know, they are business people who do productions and film. And she's an author, a teacher. She wears several hats, and her
Mhm.
husband is right alongside her. And they are making moves, doing movies, being productive, all of the things. How is it two individuals who are doing positive things, giving opportunities to people, find time to always post negative ass posts on their page, and then
Yeah.
all of you
wonder
not just
why
her.
people.
Wait, not just her. Let's be clear. All
I'm
of
not
you.
talking about just her. I'm
Oh,
talking
okay.
about her. Not talking about just her, but I'm damn sure talking about her because she's busy. She has a lot of hats that she wears. So why do you have time when you talk about your love for God, the things you've been through? Her story, her testimony is powerful. When you are a woman of God and you went through some things and you have productions going on, why do you is so much negativity connected to her posts all the damn time? It's heavy, it's bondage, it's strongholds. Let's be real. It's not truth. It's not even that post. Even that post, that is a heavy indicator. She's not saying, hey, because I'm a survivor, this is important to me. Be careful who you around. She's not encouraging the masses. She's trying to expose some shit. Then you got people commenting underneath it who Brianna bring her ass over there and comment on it. And then it you need to wake the hell up, Mia.
No,
Okay?
I'm not. I'm completely wrong. What I'm saying is, What I'm saying
You
is,
said you don't know. I'm
I don't
saying,
know her.
do
I said
you
I
not
don't know
see
her.
her posts? They're
I
negative all the goddamn
I'm
time.
not her friend on social media. This is my first time hearing of her. Today was my first time ever hearing of her. When I say I don't know her,
She's
I'm
talking
not.
about Brianna.
No,
She's
I'm
talking
talking about RKP. I'm talking about Kendra.
Yes. What I will say is she everybody posts a mess. You Yes, she did make a post today that affected your friend.
She
However, all of them make posts affecting each other.
But you are missing my point.
I
You
get
are
about.
what
you're watering it down when you
I'm
say
not
it like
watering
that.
it down.
I'm not. This is not even this statement that I'm making right now. This is not has nothing to do with the ESPYS. It has something to do with being a businesswoman, having your husband there right alongside you. Y'all are doing productive things. She wears many hats. All of that good, positive stuff, but her posts are always heavy and negative. And I'm just saying, how do you have time to live in that space when you have good stuff going on? That's
Right.
what I'm saying. And at the end of the day, we all see it. Nobody cares for real to really share with her who love her for real because she continues to do it.
I
And
mean,
it's
I had.
unfortunate that she found some people who will be on her team and support her and all of the things, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? You're not for everybody, you're for somebody, and that's fine. I'm just saying it's like the industry is heavy with foolery. People act like that this damn industry is life. It's an avenue to try to get to where you want to be, but there's a real life going on outside of here. And when your reputation is affected because of an industry and your real life is starting to be affected, the buck stops where? When do we address it? When
That's,
do
and, that,
we?
and that's
Because
the thing.
listen, I
A
pull
lot of
up.
a lot of people is afraid to address certain people, and a lot of people are afraid to address all the things that goes on because of the backlash. Because here's the thing, I have made many posts about a lot of things that happens in the industry, and then look, I have seen posts come up. They never tag my name, but they would be like, they always talking about their press and always talking about the industry, talking about this. But who are you? First of all, don't act like I'm the only one who see this. We all see this. We all see this. But we always want to talk about we need to work together. We need to collaborate. We need to, stop doing this and stop doing it. But yet y'all go right back and do the opposite of what you're saying. You steady spreading hate. You steady spreading negative stuff. You steady talking about people and stuff like Ty has said. You make your shady post. You share a shady post. You comment on a shady post. You know who they talk, because let's be for real. This industry is not. Dallas may have their whole caption, everything big in Dallas, but this damn industry is small as fuck.
Dollywood is teenage.
And we all know who is everybody is talking about when a post is made. Everybody
Exactly.
knows.
That's the unfortunate part. It's no longer fun, it's no longer exciting. It's full of shit. It is so heavy. It's draining in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And this is not everybody across the board, right? We know
Mhm.
it's never absolute with everyone, right?
Right.
And maybe I am a little bit more passionate because a nerve was struck today with my friend. But I'm telling you, Mia and Corte and any of my other real close friends in the damn chat, if y'all don't go hard for me and stand up for me, what are we talking about? So
Well,
if people start giving a damn about each other for real, that you claim that you love and protect and all of the things like that, then you know what I'm saying? You can't now, one thing you can't do is stop people from whatever they're doing on their page. You know what I'm saying? But here's one thing that happened to SB that I can appreciate. There were several people, according to him on his live, there were several people who Brianna was sharing the she was sharing his case or whatever, a link.
I know, because I know a person in particular that she did. So when people were like, "Who?" they would come in, "Who you talking about?" she would DM them his his you know how you can look up sex offenders, and she DM'd it to them.
Yeah. And that's what she was doing, sending that to people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, what did he say? He said something that was so profound. He said, "I'm not ashamed, I'm responsible," or something like that. He's
Mhm.
taking ownership for the fact of the situation, but to act like that he took something, that makes a big difference whenever that's not the narrative. You know what I'm saying? And that's a heavy accusation. That's an embarrassing thing to have to carry and have to try to walk around your life explaining. You know what I'm saying? And people who get it, and who don't, it's fine. But before today, ask everybody how they felt about that man and his household prior to then. Oh,
Right.
he's cool. Oh, he's personality. Oh, he's helpful. Oh, he has a foundation. He's helping people. Oh, he's a great actor. Oh, he's, loving husband. Oh, all these things. But then the moment that you hear a piece of something and it sways your opinion about somebody, I'm just saying, not even just with him. I'm saying if it's something with me or you, Cortez, or you, Mia, or whatever, we so quick to take that piece and run with it because I've done it.
Mhm. Yeah, you can, and it's easy to take a bow. It's
It
easy to take a
is.
bow, and it's
But I'm
easy
not
to.
gonna boldly post some shit on my page, and if I don't know the facts of life of it.
Well, I am very mindful, especially when you're a public figure. And this goes for everybody, including me. Because every so often, every couple of months, I go and I look at, because I may have posted something in my feelings. Every so often, I go and I look at my social media page and see, do I need to clear some things up? Because I'm not that, you know what I'm saying? I may not feel the same way I felt then. I may have made a shady comment, and I go back and I delete it. Um, it don't matter who you are. Be mindful of what you post. The pastor was saying something about like it's like pushing toothpaste out of the tube. Once you say it, you can't take it back. And even if you sit up there and you type it, you can't delete it. You can't take it back. Be mindful of what you say. Now, speaking on Corey, like I said, I'm cool with the guy. Me and him are cool. However, if somebody goes and looks up, they're going. This is something he may have to explain for the rest of his life because he's on the registry for the rest of his life. Now, should somebody go and shade him or have that conversation with him? Yes. However, and I feel like he did a great response. He acknowledged it because for people that don't know, they want to know because trust and believe there were people that didn't know. And so now, was it for them to know? Yes, no, whatever. This may be something that he does have to talk about or defend or however that looks. It's been 20 years ago. Either you be his friend, forgive him, whatever, or you go a different way.
And you know what?
Next week it ain't even gonna be a topic.
But you
That's
know
it.
what?
On
I
social
think
media is.
as long as something happens to you, and this is for everybody, as long as something happens to you, whether it's past, present, or maybe even in the future, and if you have to defend yourself, hell, I think that's a good thing because that means that people don't automatically give you that thing, right? That means
Woo.
I want if somebody is shocked behind some information they find out about you, that is a good thing because you're not living in that residue of whatever it is that they're trying to say about you, right? But y'all know, just like I know, there's some people that we can say, man, I bet they didn't did such and such, and it is not shocking. You know what I'm saying? Because you find out, like you back to your segment, Mia, you found out certain secrets about people or certain things about people. And some things you're not shocked because you can freaking
I'm like,
tell.
you know what?
You can freaking tell. But whenever you can't tell, I think that's, you know what I'm saying? Um
So now, like I said, social media goes so quickly. So now, do your like. I'll tell everybody. Like he said, go back and look at the podcast. I say do one better. That way, you don't even have to hear his words. You'll see what the court says, and then you do your research and see. Do you want to continue to be his friend? Do you want to work with him? Yes or no? Do you not want to be his friend? Whatever, however it is, do your research and then make that informed decision. Effective communication.
the research. You can be cool with somebody from today forward, and I don't give a damn about your past as long as you not affecting me and mine, and
What
and
what
you're
did I
not
say?
and you're not living that a way that gives me the creeps. Do you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, seriously, we all have a past now. Some pasts are heavier than others, but at the end of the day, either you're going to rock with me or you not, based on
That's what
if the
I say.
piece of information is going to make you change your whole mind, about me, you're entitled to that or whatever too. But at the end of the day,
That's why I say do
like,
your research. They are entitled, and you don't want somebody to be
this
over
is the damn industry.
judging you.
Last I checked, they don't do background checks to be in a goddamn movie, to be on a movie set, to
Sure
be in
enough.
it. So let's not start pretending today I gotta
But
go
you should
dissect
do
people's
that first
backgrounds.
to see if you want to be that person's friend. We were talking about friendships. Now,
Friendship don't got nothing to do with me running a background check on you for real. Not friendship, maybe a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
that's closer than a relationship.
A
Unless you're
friendship,
married.
I can be cool with you all day and you can be like ghost on fucking power. You could be corporate by day and what's the name by night,
I
and
be
you cool
watching.
as hell.
I be watching them shows. I watch all the time. Who the blank did I marry? Because them folks didn't do their background check. I
But
know
see, that's marriage. That's I'm
everything.
not saying on marriage don't do your research or your background like connect. I'm talking about friendship.
Yeah,
Friendship, listen, we cool or we not. What we doing? But
yeah.
when we talking about connecting you to my life as my partner, you do whatever you need to do for that reason. But all that extra shit, be cool with folk. And that man with his big personality and his sweet ass wife, and they cool by me.
It's
You
awesome.
know?
Me tell you something. Corey has always been consistent with me ever since I first met him. I think I met Corey, Love and Drugs, I think? The first Love and Drugs? No. I think I met Corey before that. I met Corey when I met DeMarcus. And that was way back when. And ever since I have known Corey, he has been consistent with me. And then when he finally opened up about his past, I'm like, oh, I didn't know. I wouldn't even see that. You get what I'm saying? But guess what? I am still cool with Corey to this day.
That part. Put up Shekinah's last post there. Shekinah says, and I'm gonna let his wife has that final say there. She says he doesn't need other people's forgiveness. God has forgiven him, and that's all that matters. He owes nothing to nobody. Spoken by the Mrs. Espy. Okay, so
I can't stand
um,
Ty.
And
I
they,
can't
and they always say, to be fair, they say you judge a man by his wife. And when I tell you he said I did my dirt, I did my wrong, whatever. But from what I know of his wife, now I ain't in their house, I don't live there, but she is the sweetest, most genuine person. She has never shaded me, acted a way I'd have been all up and in their house. Because if y'all done film, y'all done been to corporate house. So I'd have been all up and in their house. She's always been super sweet, super respectful. So for me to even see that side of her, I was like, okay, she said, "Nuck, give you a buck, cry, mama." So
listen,
I'm not mad at her.
it's always the quiet ones you got. Listen, don't poke.
maybe.
The ones who be roaring and all of that, whatever. But them quiet ones, that's who you have to watch for real or whatever. And I'm just so proud to see her protect her husband. So with that being said, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and move on. I know we just kind of went, hey. But that's how y'all better come behind me, and I'm y'all's damn friend. Don't play with me, because I don't play. I'm a whole bull, and I don't play about my friends, okay?
Oh,
Now,
okay.
now I'm with you when you're right. But if you're wrong, I'm gonna tell you about your ass, okay? We're gonna go ahead and jump into. Oh, do we have time for?
I'm
Let's
gonna
see.
roll out.
Oh, I want to give a really quick shout out to our girl Sean. She dropped 50 stars on our good podcast. Thank you so much, sis.
Notice,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you, Boo. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into our final thoughts.
Final thoughts, the moment's near. Time to reflect, let it all be clear. One last gem before we part. Final thoughts, straight from the heart.
Straight from the heart.
Did you see Ty's response?
Baby, I'm so sick of Ty.
Ty said
I'm
if my wife don't stand on business like she did, I'm giving her back to her daddy. You know what?
And my man, okay? If my husband don't stand 10 toes down for me,
That part. All right, y'all. Cortez, I'm so sorry, friend. We didn't get to your segment on tonight, so you better be
cool.
ready. next
It's
week.
We already got one in the chamber.
it's cool.
Yes.
Ready. I have a whole month ready, so it's ready.
Oh,
It's
Yes.
ready.
we might
Um,
need to just do a react show one week and just do reacts. That'd be really cute.
I got some stuff.
Okay.
I got some stuff.
That's
Okay. So here's my final thought. Yeah, I do have a video for us tonight. So here's my final thought.
I just told myself this next chapter need a whole new list of standards. What I allowed before don't even get a conversation now. And fucking with me costs more, because I know what I bring. If it don't add up to my life, it don't fit in this chapter. And I'm done explaining myself. Either you're going to respect me or you're going to move around. See, this version of me require effort, consistency, and alignment. And nothing less. Believe that.
Okay. Respect it or check it.
And that's my final thought.
Not yesterday's price is not today's price. Heard that.
Oh, okay. Mia, what's your final thought?
Okay, so all month long, I have been highlighting different women for Women's Month. This woman that I'm highlighting today, she's my classmate, but I spoke on it about a year ago. So May 14th made a year. So I got her permission and I want to highlight her today. If you don't mind posting up the pictures, her name is Sean Weiler, Chandra. And on May 14th, a year ago, March 14th, a year ago, at 1, 2 in the morning, her 12-year-old daughter was shot in the head. Of course, how you got the pictures? That is her. She made it. She survived. Thank you, Lord.
Oh.
She spent a couple of months in the hospital. Sean got shot in the arm. That's her, her other daughter. But Sean actually got shot too. And I know they're talking about now she's a real advocate for gun violence. They were coming after another one of her family members and did over 60 rounds in front of her house while they were sleeping. And her daughter, Jay Strong ended up getting shot in the head and she got shot in the arm. Her other daughter, which she always congratulates her. She's like, she don't get the flowers. She was the one who called the police. Because she was like, I couldn't call the police. She stayed in ICU for over a month. She did physical therapy. And now she went back to, like, her first day back in Texarkana. They ended up sending her to Little Rock, of course. She stayed in Little Rock, was on the bed. She made it. She walks. She talks. She is a living testimony.
Oh.
She made it back home. When she made it back home, they had a parade for her at her school. She went to Nash Elementary. They had a big thing for her. She went back to her school. She wanted to go back to her friends. She wanted to go back to life. It took her a while before she was able to get back in school. But a year later, she is walking. She is talking. But God. So I want to shout out this. I want to shout out Sean. Sean, you are an amazing mother. Through that, she was, I think, like 2 months, because she was supposed to graduate with her bachelor's or bachelor's, and in 2 months, and then her daughter, that incident happened.
Oh, wow.
While she was up there, they found her another house because she was like, I cannot go back into that house. They found her another house. She ended up graduating college. She came back home. She graduated college, moved into another house. She started a nonprofit foundation. Everybody talks about Jay Strong. So this right here, that is one of the most powerful women that I have seen, because to not go crazy, to not cry, because she didn't cry for a long time. She said she couldn't, but she did have her moments. Shout out to her best friend. Another one of my classmates was Michelle, and she was right there for her friends. Came up there and visited her at the hospital when they got a chance, when she was able, when she got out the coma and things of that nature. They came to visit her. So yeah, I just want to give her flowers, because you are an amazing mom, and they still go through their challenges, but God is with them. I would love for her to one day come on the show and maybe tell her story, because I can't tell it like she can. But shout out to her. That's
what's up.
And your final thought?
I would love to have had her on the show. Oh my gosh.
No, we can definitely have her on the show. She said she will do it.
Is she local, did you say?
She's in Texarkana, but she'll remote.
Oh, she's in the bushes. She's in the bushes. Okay. Um, so if you could put up Yolanda, the model's comment, please. Mm-hmm. Final thought. Mind the business that pays you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That. Okay. If I'm just saying that, people be so worried about other people. If it doesn't affect you directly, like pay your bills, make you shit, whatever somebody else eats, all the things, we say this, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be concerned about people and all of those things. But it's another thing to be worried about. Quit,
My friend is discombobulated.
no, quit because this is not from me. Several people said that Brianna Wilson stole from them in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay. So while you up here worried about somebody else and somebody else's stuff and all the things, quit being crooked.
That's it.
Get your life right with God. Get your household in order. Whatever those things look like, find you some happiness, because happiness don't look like whatever was displayed on today. I have several pictures in my phone of what happiness looked like. I can show you. Mm-hmm. And I started off the show tonight with happiness, okay? But seriously,
I got
what'd you say?
Who?
Oh, I thought you were saying something. Okay. All I'm saying is, y'all, this side of heaven is short. Who got time to be focused on other people? I don't know about y'all, but y'all listen. My plate over here, I'm trying to, maintain my own plate. I ain't got time, as close as I am with y'all. I ain't got time to think about y'all all the time. Let's known somebody else who don't even benefit me in no way, shape, form, or fashion outside just of a friendship, and I know you, an acquaintance, and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So mind the business that pays you. Thank you so much for that from my sis Yolanda. Shout out to my sis Yolanda, because baby, I saw that flyer and you looking beautiful as ever, and I'm
Is.
super proud and excited to see that production. Yes, indeed. All right, so family, we're going to jump into our announcements really quick before we close.
All right. Starting with this weekend. Let me move this banner real quick. All right. This weekend. This is our 4th annual kickball battle, y'all. We have 5 teams. Come out. The first game started at 10. And we have 4 games going to be happening this weekend. Come out, enjoy, have fun. Who's going to take it home this year? Who's going to take it home this year? Of course, we already know it's going to be our team. But yeah, y'all should come out, have fun. Let's, dust off all the negativity, and let's just have fun this weekend, okay? So that's the kickball battle. The next one is He Insured My Death, the experience, y'all. My book is out. The sales are going amazing, super amazing. I have been getting so much feedback on this story. I cannot wait to share with you all on April the 12th, which is also my birthday month. So please come out and not only support the book, but help celebrate my birthday, get started. And it's going to be hosted by 2 of my people, Toya and Nia of I'm Just Saying podcast. And it is an experience, y'all. It's not just y'all lining up to get a book signed. It's going to be some talk back. It's going to be, we're going to talk about the book. We're going to talk about other authors that's going to be in the room. And not only will you get to know about how this book came about, y'all, it's also going to be a mini stage play that's going to happen at the book signing. It is an experience, y'all. It's not just a book signing. And this has Cyrenay, Tim Meadows, Tiffany, Avi, DeQuaylen. Y'all should come out and enjoy an experience of He Insured My Death, okay? And last but not least, When Justice Gets Dirty, my next stage play, y'all, is in July 2 shows, and look at this cast, y'all. Toya, Eddie, Crystal, Trey, Christy Drones. Y'all, this is another experience. I'm going to transform the entire theater into a courtroom. Yes, this is a courtroom drama. Okay, so come out, go to get your tickets. The book signing is free. The stage play is only $25. Come out and support. The kickball tournament is free. Just come out and let's just have fun this weekend.
What you mean the book signing is free? Like you giving away free books?
Oh, no. The book signing is free if you already have a book. If you want to purchase a book, there is a section on the Eventbrite where you can purchase a ticket that includes a book.
Okay, let's be clear.
But if you already have a book, you can just purchase the general admission ticket to just get you in. You must have a ticket, whether it's free or not. You must have a ticket. Okay? So yeah.
That is great. All right, y'all, family. Y'all heard it here first, maybe second. But yeah, come out. You're gonna see me and Mia. We might be Mia. Are we gonna be cheerleaders this weekend?
It's my aunt's 50th wedding anniversary, and they're doing a vow renewal. So
Okay.
I'm kind of torn. I
Okay.
might need to go there. 50 years of love is a beautiful thing.
It is. I love.
I'm
Yes.
trying to make it 50 days.
Huh?
So 50 years. I'm just trying to make it 50 days.
Yes. I think I'm pushing 50 days. But yes.
Yeah, 50 years of love is a beautiful thing.
I have a bone to pick. Now see,
What
Yolanda,
you got? What? Because Yolanda said what she said. Don't come for my sis. She said what she said.
Hold on. Let me remove this comment real quick. All right, family. We're gonna go ahead and move to our next segment.
We talking real, no sugar, no sweet, true.
In these streets, I'm not even gonna do the whole thing. Yolanda, let me tell you something. You said, "Hey, I apologize in advance for this." First of all, cause yeah, we back in these streets now. First of all,
we gotta go home.
I see you.
See the truth. The proof is in the pudding. We're gonna see who brings it in because
Make
whoever
it to,
brings it in, they gonna be talking noise.
Make it to the third game because game 1.
Who's in it? Can you tell me so I can tell you who's gonna win? Tell me.
Yeah, so it's right on the flyer. So you have
see that.
So you have We Hustle, which is captain is LaHendry.
Okay.
You have I Am a Court Entertainment and No Sense Media, which is me and Mr. are the captains. Okay. Silent Foundations, which is Corey is the captain. Okay. Yana Distribution and Company, which is Yana and Skrill are the captains. They have Radio Community Choir, which is Autumn Cannon is the team captain. So yeah.
This is gonna be so good because I came last year and my sis. Shout out to Skrill and Yana.
I thought they got the fist fight. Yeah, you know them New Yorkers, they something different.
Listen, I love the way they talk. Oh, I love it. Yes, but I'm definitely gonna come out for a little while and support, trying to get a little footage for y'all and all the things. Okay, but yeah, I know last year was a great time, great time. So
so Yolanda is on Silent Foundation. Okay, Yolanda, if y'all win y'all game, because y'all are game 1. If y'all win y'all game, y'all have to play against me and Mr. Team in the semifinals. So
into the semifinals.
We won last year, so we automatically in the semifinals.
Automatically, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
My knee break.
5 teams.
Right.
There's only 5 teams.
I was gonna come out of retirement, but I said, you know what? Let somebody else do it because let somebody else do it. So in the meantime, in between time, I'm just gonna be there cheering. I'm gonna be a cheerleader this year. Let me find me a skirt.
Okay.
See what they playing.
See what they playing? Okay. Yes, it's gonna be so much fun. The first game starts at what time?
10. The first game started at 10 a.m.
Okay, at 10.
Toya, just in case I don't come, bring ice packs, Bengay, bandages, ibuprofen, Tylenol,
You
8
right.
bandages. Okay.
I got you. And I think I have 2 sets of crutches. Yeah.
Oh,
From the
yeah.
last 2
You have a
years that I would
wheelchair?
anyway. Cause baby, listen, okay? I'm gonna sit this out. It's okay. You just gotta know when to fold, know when to fall back, you know? Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be super, super fun, super exciting. All right, family. So thank y'all so much for hanging in there, tuning in with us this far. I'm your girl, Latoya B.
Mia F. Baby.
I am Cortez.
I mean,
I'm
I'm
just
just saying. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. See you next week, same place, same time.
Don't miss the vibe. Don't miss the sound. Hit that subscribe. We're breaking it down. It's I'm just saying podcast. Come on, don't wait. Subscribe on YouTube. It's gonna be great. I'm just saying podcast. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you all. Catch us next time. Don't miss the call. I'm just saying, keeping it real, always true. See you next week. We'll be right here with you. I'm just saying.